We are solving question from GATE 2003. So this is a DC supply and this is a regulated DC output. So this is a regulated power supply circuit. So we have to find the value of the output voltage. We have to find the value of the output voltage. This is op amp, this is transistor, this is Zener diode. So we are given that this Zener diode is the breakdown voltage of this Zener diode is 3 volt. So if this power supply has to give regulated DC output, then obviously this Zener diode is in breakdown. So if this Zener diode is in breakdown, then this voltage has to be equal to 3 volt. Okay, this voltage has to be equal to 3 volt. So by virtual short circuit concept or by virtual ground concept, the voltage at the voltage at the non-inverting terminal of the op amp, that is this voltage, has to be equal to this voltage. So this voltage is also 3 volt. This voltage is also 3 volt, and this is a 15 volt DC supply. So this voltage is 15 volt. This voltage is 15 volt and this is ground. This is ground. So this voltage will be 15 volt from this point to this point. So the current through this 1k resistor will be equal to 15 minus 3. The current through 1k resistor will be equal to 15 minus 3 upon 1k. The current through 1k resistor. So this will be equal to 12 milliampere. So this current is 12 milliampere. So obviously the current which is going inside the op amp has to be 0. This is 0 ampere. So this current will be 12 milliampere. This current is 12 milliampere. So I am removing this 3 volt. This current is 12 milliampere. So you can see the current is flowing in Zener diode from N to P. So this Zener diode is in breakdown. Okay, so we have verified that this Zener diode is in breakdown. Now if this is 15 volt, so obviously this has to be equal to 15 volt as well. Now if this is 3 volt, so this voltage will be 3 volt also. Means the voltage across 20k resistor is 3 volt. This voltage is 3 volt. This voltage is 3 volt. Voltage across 20k resistor is 3 volt. Let V naught be the output. So by applying voltage divider rule, we can write 3. We can write by applying voltage divider rule 3 equal to V naught into 20 upon 20 plus 40. This is by voltage divider rule. So we will get V naught equal to 9 volt. So this voltage is equal to 9 volt. So we have got the answer that the output voltage is equal to 9 volt. But we can analyze the circuit further. So if we want to talk about power dissipation of Zener diode, the power dissipation of Zener diode has to be equal to voltage breakdown voltage of Zener diode multiplied by the current. So the power dissipated by Zener diode is 2 milliampere into 3, which is equal to 36 milliwatt. The power dissipated is 36 milliwatt. So this is 3 volt and current flowing inside is 12 milliampere. So the power dissipated by the Zener diode is equal to 36 milliwatt. Now if we talk about the transistor, then this is an NPN transistor. This is an NPN transistor. Okay, this is an NPN transistor. So And this transistor is in which configuration? It is in common collector configuration, because this is output is taken across emitter, input is taken across base. So this is in common collector configuration. We can write this is in common collector configuration. And the op amp has, sorry, this was plus, this was minus. So the op amp has negative feedback, so it is inverting op amp. So this op amp is providing 180-degree phase shift. This op amp is providing 180-degree phase shift, and the transistor is providing 0-degree phase shift, because common collector does not provide any phase shift. So transistor is providing 0-degree phase shift. So total phase shift of the circuit is 180 degree. The total phase shift of the circuit is 180 degree, and 180 degree obviously means negative feedback. So this is a negative feedback circuit. This is a negative feedback circuit because op amp is providing 180-degree phase shift and common collector transistor does not provide any phase shift. So the phase shift of common collector transistor is 0 degree. So total phase shift is 180 degree. So 180 degree phase shift means negative feedback. Now, if we suppose we want to find the power dissipated by the transistor, we have already got the output V naught equal to 9 volt, but we are analyzing the circuit further. Suppose we want to find the power dissipated by the transistor. So we will have to find the collector current. We will have to find the collector current. So let transistor is in active region. I am assuming that the transistor is in active region. I will prove it as well. Okay, so for transistor in active region, VB equal to 0.7 volt. This we know that if transistor is in active region, VB equal to 0.7 volt. But emitter voltage is equal to 9 volt. VE equal to 9 volt. So obviously VB has to be equal to 9.7 volt. So this voltage has to be equal to 9.7 volt because it is going into the base of the transistor. So this VB equal to 9.7 volt. The output voltage of the op amp is equal to the base voltage. So VB equal to 9.7 volt. So VCB is equal to VC minus VB. VC is 15 volt, VB is 9.7 volt. So VCB equal to 5.3 volt. So VCB is positive. VCB is positive means the voltage of the collector is greater than the voltage of the base. But collector is N and base is P. The collector is N terminal and base is P terminal. So obviously collector junction is reverse bias. VCB is positive for NPN transistor. So collector base junction is reverse bias. Why we can say that the collector base diode is reverse bias? Because the voltage of the collector is more than the voltage of the base, and collector is N and base is P. So the voltage of N terminal is greater than the voltage of the P terminal. So collector base junction is reverse bias, but base voltage is 9.7 volt and emitter voltage is 9 volt. So base voltage is greater than emitter voltage. So obviously base emitter junction is forward bias. So we have proved that the transistor is in active region because collector base junction is reverse biased and base emitter junction is forward bias. So we have proved that this transistor is in active region. So this also we have proved So this voltage is equal to 9 volt. So the current across the 20k resistor, so we have proved that the transistor is in active region. Now I am finding this current. This current will be equal to voltage upon resistance. So 3 upon 20, 3 volt upon 20k. So this current will be equal to 3 upon 20 milliampere. This current is equal to 3 upon 20 milliampere. But this current is obviously 0. This current is 0 ampere. So obviously this current is from ammeter only. This current is ammeter current. So ammeter current is equal to 3 volt upon 20k. Ammeter current is equal to 3 volt upon 20k. So and ammeter current is approximately equal to collector current. So we can assume that the collector current is also equal to 3 volt upon 20k. So power dissipation of transistor is equal to 3 upon 20k, which is your collector current, multiplied by collector to ammeter voltage. So this is equal to 3 upon 20 into 6. So this will be equal to 0.9 milliwatt. So now we have found out everything. We have found out collector current also. The collector current is 3 upon 20k. We have found ammeter current also. We have found this current also. We already know this current is 0, this current is 0. We assume that base current is 0, and we have found the current and voltage in every node and in every loop. So we have analyzed the complete circuit. So only the regulated output was asked, that is, we were asked the value of output voltage, but we have analyzed the complete circuit. So it helps in our preparation for GATE exam. So please like and share the video, and subscribe the channel, and please leave feedback in the comment box. Thank you and best of luck.